Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Gunpowder Jesus here. I just wanted to share with you guys today a little octocopter project that I have been working on for about a week here. The only reason I haven't completed it right now is I'm just waiting on a couple parts, some propeller shafts, but this is my progress so far. Basically what you're looking at here is it's a custom milled nylon center frame. A buddy of mine works at a mill shop. I had him kind of just zap me out something quick. And what you're seeing on there is a Hubsan X4 FPV. Well, was an FPV board. Now it's just the control board. I just had it laying around, so I figured might as well use it for a test subject. This is my first octocopter, so I am new to this. For a power plant, I used well, I got the idea off of a Blade 180QX. The actual motors and feed I used are off of a WL Toys V929, and it's pretty similar to the 180QX, but I got these for a fair amount cheaper at a website called Banggood. I'm pretty new to the site as well, but I did get a lot of good deal parts, so if you're thinking of building something like this at the end of the video, definitely recommend Banggood. eBay was another place I used to get some of these parts for cheap. But anyways, here's what I got so far, and it is functional. What I'm running it off of right now is just a 500 milliamp hour 3.7 volt battery. It's a one cell. I'm actually going to be using a 1000 to 1200 milliamp hour, and right now we'll be plugging in with a 25C, but I also will be using a 35C in my final project here. But anyways, here is the remote that I will be using for this, and this is the FPV Hubsan TX remote. And the reason that I like this remote for this project is that the rates are fully adjustable, so you can change anywhere from 0 to 100% by single percentages. We'll go ahead and kick this puppy on. As you can see, it's gonna ask for me to initialize, so I'll set the camera down here and we'll initialize. Sorry for the crappy view. Let's see if I can prop up the camera a little bit here. It's a little better, a little crooked, but we'll be good. Alright, and this is where I'm at so far. I'm gonna plug her in. Got a basic light set up. Blue is the front, red is the back. What I did was I actually drilled out little holes, and I used the pre-existing LEDs that were there and just kind of tucked them into the holes, and it actually makes the nylon glow, so in the dark it actually appears as though the whole board, the whole center plate is lit up. I'm in the process of making an LED kit so that the feet are also lit up to make it a little bit easier to see when it gets to a distance. But for now, this is where I am. A little excited about it, so figured I'd show it off a little bit. I have the props as well. Basically, what I will be doing for a color scheme is going to be this black blade for these, let's see, 4 rear. Then I have orange, which I'll be using for the very front 2. And I also have, somewhere in this box of goodies, well anyways, I don't know where it is right now, but I have a red blade for the outside feet in the front. So it'll be a 3-color blade. I'm also making a custom canopy. I have a few that I'm experimenting with weight and forming and just seeing what works the best. So I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing with that yet, but anyways, let's go ahead and make some noise. This is full throttle there, and let's see, you can, now this is about 25% throttle while moving my other joystick around, so you can kind of hear the movement controls. So it is functional, and basically all I did for this, I guess it's just a glorified quadcopter, but what I did is I split each, let's see, this would be the left rear channel. So what I did was split it into two, and I'll have a clockwise motor and a counterclockwise motor, and those should counterbalance each other. But like I said, I've never done this before, so it is an experiment for me. I've seen some other octocopters online that I thought were pretty cool. They were a little more like the Hubsan X4 as far as their build. They used the prop that actually pushed directly onto the motor itself versus having the geared system. As you can see, in for people who aren't familiar, there's actually a small gear, spur gear, right here, and there will be a larger white gear which fits inside the foot there, and that'll spin the prop shaft, which in turn would spin the blade or the prop. So it's, in my kind of hopes, I guess, is I think that it'll be more stable, but I could be wrong. I think having more prop surface area and a slower overall spin should just make it more stable. But like I said, this is all my theory. So anyways, I hope you guys got some. Actually, before I close her up here, let's show you here on this controller. If you hold the right stick, it actually brings up a menu, and you can, let's see, set sensitivity, and you can choose between your normal rates mode and your expert mode. And as you can see, those are the percentages right there. So your elevator, your aileron, and your rudder, you can put those up to 90%, and then if you go back to normal mode, obviously it jumps down a fair amount to make it a little easier, a little less sensitive to control. This remote also has a nice little built-in battery timer. It also, if I back out of here, I believe, whoops, how do I get out of here? Okay, it also displays the current voltage of the octocopter itself, and it gives you a battery level of the remote. It also has these nice little digital position sensors, I guess, for the stick's position, so you can tell if your trim is off, or you can tell if your stick isn't returning to the original position. But anyways, I just had this stuff sitting around. I had the X4 FPV, and I took a little bump, and the FPV went out, sadly to say. The repairs would have been a little extensive for what I was looking to spend, and for actually what the X4 FPV is worth, it just wasn't worth fixing. So this is what it becomes. Kick off the lights real quick, show you guys that board in the dark. Like I said, it glows pretty intensely. It's actually just really cool. The camera just doesn't even do it justice. The red looks really faint compared to what it really is, and I don't know, it's just neat overall. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but that's probably why the red looks so dim, is because the blue has an extra 2 LEDs on the chipboard here, and then the 2 that I put in there, so there's double blues. But it should look pretty cool at night. I'm gonna do red in the rear feet for the rear 4 feet. I'll be doing blue for the outer front feet and then white for the very front, just to kind of mix it up with like I did with the blades. But yeah, that's my X4 Octocopter. I don't know, I'll have to come up with a fancy name for it, but that's what it is so far. I have the prop shafts on what is it, expedited shipping or whatever the faster shipping is. So I'm hoping within the next 2 days they'll show up and we'll get another video made of the final product. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this octocopter. If you're interested in any other details about how I built it, let me know and I'll definitely fill you in. Alright, thanks guys. We'll see you later.